This is the Momma Fit Podcast. This podcast is dedicated to all those mamas out there that want to fit a workout in a day, or want to fit in a moment of bliss, or hey, you want to fit into those skinny jeans. Dana Dieters is the host of Momma Fit Podcast. She's a mother of two beautiful girls, a wife, and entrepreneur. Her passion became her profession when she had a wake-up call about 15 years ago. With the support of others and a positive attitude, she was able to overcome the hurdles in her life. This mama strives to wake up and conquer each day to make it better than the day before. Her passion for business and education to others is what drives this mama to be the best version of Momma Fit. With Dana's background, she hopes to help you with your business, health and fitness needs, family time in the kitchen, and give you motivation and inspiration to tackle your day. And most importantly, to help you fit in your Momma Fit time.
Welcome back to the Momma Fit Podcast. Thank you so much for joining me today and taking some Momma Fit time for yourself. Today we are talking about body transformations and what our goals should look like. I just started a challenge on my online program, which did really, really well last time. It's an 8-week program. We go through workouts, nutrition. We keep ourselves accountable by taking pictures of our foods and our selfies if you want. And it stays on my community page, which is private. So it's always nice to share with the community what you're doing, keeping yourself accountable, and also just, keeping it in the community, in a private setting, just with other community members. So basically, I'm going to go through this because there's always so many goals of losing this amount of weight, 20 pounds here, 30 pounds here. And it does happen. I mean, I had a couple people that lost 20 pounds in that 8 weeks, and now they're just trying to keep going because some of them want to lose a little bit more. But there is some things that also can come along with your weight loss and transformation. It doesn't always have to be about your weight. It can be about your inches, what you feel like. You have the energy to keep going. So how do we know if you're making progress towards your goals? For starters, do we spend less time on the scale and focus instead on some progress indicators? And I will be sharing these because let's make sure that we're doing this part because this is huge. I see a lot of results by even just taking pictures. Sometimes I say, get rid of the scale, ditch it. Sometimes it's a liar. It usually is. I have done so many stupid things on a scale before just to see what happens. Like I've drank like a bunch of water, and within an hour of doing this, I was 120 and I went on it was 128. So, I mean, honestly, if you went and had a big shake or something before you went to, take your weight on a scale, it's not even your true weight. So you can't always think that's your true weight. So how do you actually figure out what your progress is? And hey, I have been there, that moment that I obsessed super hard on the number of the scale. If you remember, I had an eating disorder. That scale was my buddy. And so that was something I always based off what I felt like for myself. And it was never good because I always wanted to drop lower. And if I didn't drop lower, I would do more working out or eat less. And that just became a huge icky cycle, and it actually was never good. And at one point, I did not drop weight, and I was working out like 7 hours a day and barely ate anything, and I did not drop weight for almost a year. So what I'm saying is the scale can make you nuts. So I would definitely throw it away if you're one of those people that always are stepping on the scale. If you are a person that steps on the scale every single day, you need to break terms with that scale. There is so much more to celebrate in the pursuit of your better health and wellness, and that scale is not one of them. It has nothing to do about how much you weigh when you feel good. You need a reminder that all of the amazing things that will happen to your body when you actually start taking care of it by moving more and eating better and whole foods. So here are some of my non-scale victories. So number one would be you go down in dress or pant size. When you're adding lean body mass, at the same time you're losing fat. You might notice that your pants are feeling looser, but you might not notice a big difference on the scale, which is because pound for pound, muscle is denser and takes up less space than fat. So fat is fluffier, it's bigger. So when you are losing fat, you might be actually gaining lean body mass, which means that you also might not notice that difference on the scale. So some people that are working out right away and they notice that they're getting smaller, but not the weight change, just the inches. So they get frustrated. And I understand this completely. It does get frustrating when you notice that there's some difference in your body, but you don't notice the scale changing. That's why I think the scale is a very unmotivated tool for progress. Another great non-victory scale move is your confidence will soar. So when people leave workouts, they feel empowered, they feel more confident. If they're eating better, they feel confident because they feel better internally. So sometimes that attitude comes out into our relationships or even our careers, and you feel like you can do so much more and you could be such a better parent because you have the energy, you feel happy. The happiness is so contagious when you are taking care of yourself. So another great non-scale victory is making sure that you're getting your workouts in, you're eating better because it's making you a better person. Another great non-scale victory is how focused you become. So I know for a fact when you start working out, you improve your mental focus. It will leave you more calm and centered. I know that people that have anxiety or depression, this is so huge. I know sometimes it's really hard to wrap your brain around if you are dealing with this and you have to do this type of thing, even going for a walk outside or something that gets you moving. If you can just dig deep and do something, it will make your day better. It makes you calm down that anxiety. It keeps that. And I have plenty of people I work with that have anxiety, and after they leave, it's like they're a whole different person. So getting your focus on and working out anything, getting a little sweat in, it could be even 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever it is, it will get you focused for the day. If you are one of those people that deal with emotional eating and not sure what to eat or how to eat or whatnot, this is another non-scale victory is you'll better understand food as fuel. So when you start out with a new workout regime, it's hard to know how to adjust your eating habits. So sometimes you want to lose weight or maybe gain weight depending on where you're at in life, but you also want to feel your body so you can feel good through the workouts. So getting on a good meal plan for yourself and something that's lifelong. So learning more about it, being educated on what foods go with what and what will make you have a fat burning meal is key. So getting more educated by maybe having someone that knows stuff about nutrition, dietitian, nutritionist, maybe even a trainer. I have a certification in Diet-Free Life with Robert Ferguson. So I also use the meal guide as part of my plan, which is the glycemic index and trying to pair food up to make a fat burning meal. Everybody's body is so different too. And so really focusing in on how you feel after you eat. Do you feel like it's too much sugar? Like if you eat too much fruit or stuff with added sugar in it, maybe watch the sugar, the carbohydrates. I feel like lately my body does better with proteins and carbohydrates. And usually it's the slower carbohydrates, so more of the vegetables. And that's okay with me. I like eating that. I eat a lot of salads. I eat a lot of cauliflower, hummus and celery and carrots and all that jazz. So I love eating that way because of how I feel when I eat that way. So it does really make a difference of how you're feeling after you eat your meals. All right, next non-scale victory is sleeping better. So another one that is huge and very important to our weight loss and fat loss is sleep. Sleep is where the magic happens, and that's when your body repairs itself, rejuvenates, and gets ready for all what life throws at you again the next day. If you have trouble sleeping, you know how hard it can be to get throughout the day. And I will tell you this, my kid doesn't sleep through the night yet, and it can be very tiring. And then you end up being crabby, and then you might crave sugar because your body needs that. It says that's because it thinks it's an energy source. It's a vicious cycle. So once you start moving your body just a little, exercising, fueling it with some good, healthy food, you'll see what happens. Those restless nights will turn into sweet dreams, and you'll wake up ready to take on the day. So getting a workout in will make you sleep better. Another great non-scale victory is how your mindset can change. Again, I said this before, you will become happier. You'll feel confident in yourself. You'll be proud of getting your workout in and sticking to a healthy plan. Having a positive attitude about life and about how your body shows in everything that you do. Next one is going to be about your relationships. So this is another non-scale victory, is how have your relationships improved when you start working out? So again, we are better with ourselves. We are taking care of ourselves. We're happier. So when we don't feel good about ourselves, we tend to become more introverted. So that being said, when we take care of ourselves, we actually will do more and we'll want to get out there more. We're going to have more fun with our friends, our family. You're going to play with your children. You're going to enjoy it because you feel better. I always tell my clients when they're new moms or if they're moms, older moms, I say, you need to take care of yourself. You need to take care of yourself first, because when you take care of yourself first, you're going to be a better person. You're going to be a better role model, and you're going to be a better mom for the day. You're going to enjoy the time with your kids, and you're not going to be yelling at them because you're stressed out and you haven't taken care of yourself. All right. So this is it for me today. Just remember that the scale is just one tool. That is it. It's just one tool, one tiny bit of information to help assess where you are in your fitness journey. It is not the end to be all. It does not determine if you are working hard and doing something good for yourself. It can be fun to see the number going down on the scale, but don't let it discourage you from continuing on your healthy journey just because it doesn't move as fast as you want to. Thanks again for listening to today's episode of Momma Fit Podcast. I appreciate your self turning in and always coming back for more. I will talk to you next week.
Thanks so much for spending your time with the Momma Fit Podcast. Dana is so happy to share her tips and tricks with you. If you loved this podcast, we'd be so happy if you could share this episode with your friends and family. Also, if you have time, please leave us a review of your honest thoughts and reflections of the podcast on iTunes or our app. We'd be so grateful. If you have any topic or suggestion that you want answered, leave those in the comments below and make sure that you fit in your Momma Fit time.